Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lovis. If this is the first time you'll be coming across this channel, you're very much welcome. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this stylish cold shoulder bubu dress with an asymmetric neckline. So if this is a tutorial you're interested in, please like this video, drop a lovely comment for me in the comment section, share this video with your friends and your community, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So let's get started. Alright guys, so for this tutorial, these are all the necessary things that I will be needing. I'll be using 4 yards of this Ankara fabric, and I have my velvet trimmings here. I have it in 2 different colors. I have my lining, and I'll be using my tape rule, my scissors, and my chalk. So the next thing now is that I'm going to set all this aside, and I will be working on my fabric first. So I will fold my fabric into 4 because I'll be cutting out both the front and the back together. So here my fabric is folded into 4 as you can see, and as you can see the back is a little bit longer than the front, and that is because I'll be adding zip to the back. So I left out 1.5 inches for the zip allowance, and on the neckline I will be using the neck width of 4 inches for both the back and the front. So I'll be marking out the 4 inches, and for the neck depth for the front I'll be using the neck depth of 3.5 inches, and for the back I'll be using the neck depth of 3.5 inches as well, and I will connect it with a curve as you can see me doing right now. So after I'm done with that, on this sleeve line I will go down by 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to connect it to the neckline, and that is going to be my shoulder slope. This is just as we always do for all our bubu dress. So this is the shoulder slope. And after I'm done with that, the next thing now is to determine how wide I want my sleeve opening to be. So for me, I'll be using 19 inches for this style. But if you want yours to be lower than mine, you can still use like 20 inches to 22 inches. So that is it guys. So the next thing now is that I'm going to put in my chest line, so which is also going to be my bust line. So I'm going to be using 10 inches for this. Normally I use 9 inches for my chest line, which is also my armhole line, but because this is going to be this is a full bubu dress and it has to be free, so I came down by 10 inches, and on this line I'm putting my bust measurement. So my bust measurement divided by 4, and I added 2 inches for sewing allowance. Alright, so after I'm done with this, so the 19 inches that I came down with for my sleeve opening, I am going to connect it to this point like this. So that is it guys, and I'm going to make sure I blend this area. So I'm not just going to leave it sharp like this, so I'll blend it in as you can see. And after I'm done with that, the next thing now is to put in my waistline. So the next line is going to be my waistline, and I'm working with the half length measurements of 18 inches. So I am going to mark the 18 inches, then I'll put in my waist measurement as well. Note that I did not add much allowance to this bubu dress, and that is because my client does not want it to be too free on her body, and that is why I'm going to be adding a zip to it, so it will be easier to wear. So the next line is my hip line. I've put in my hip line here, and I'm going to put in my hip measurement. So my hip measurement divided by 4 as well. So the next thing now after I'm done with that is to connect the 3 lines together as you can see, and the measurements I marked for my hip line is the same measurement I am going to go down with until I get to the hem line of the dress. And after I'm done with that, I am going to blend this area. So I'm going to curve it in, so it will be easier to cut and it will be easy to blend. Alright guys, after I'm done with that, the next thing now is to cut it out. So I have the same shape for both the front and the back, so I will just cut this out. So after I'm done with that, this is what I have guys. So you can see the shape is already formed and it's looking beautiful already. So that is just it guys. So the next thing now is to open it up. So I went ahead to join the zip allowance for the back together, so it's going to be easy for me to cut out the asymmetric neckline. So that is it guys. It's a loose stitch. I'm still going to lose it after I'm done cutting out the asymmetric neckline. All right, so the next thing now is I'm going to mark the center for the front. So in order to get this, while your cloth is still unfold, you can just mark it, or you notch it, or you chalk it. So you just have to get the center, and from this center I am going to come down by 1.5 inches. So I for the neck depth I use 3.5. So with this 1.5, that makes it 5 inches, and on this side here, that is where the symmetric line is going to fall into. I went in with 3 inches extra, so, and I'm going to connect it as you can see me doing right now. So that is it guys. Don't forget, for the normal neck width I use 4 inches. So with this 3 inches that I am going to be cutting out, so that makes it 7 inches, and that is because I don't want the asymmetric neckline to be too off. I don't want the coat shoulder to be too off. And another thing I want you to take note of is the inches that I have from the shoulder line to this point. So I have 4 inches here because after cutting it out, I'm going to be replacing it with my trimmings. So I just take note of the 4 inches, and that is it guys. So the next thing now is to cut this out, and this is going to be our new neckline. So this is the asymmetric neckline, and it is going to be on one side of the bubu dress. So this is what I have guys after cutting it out, and it is just as simple as that. So after I'm done with this, the next thing now is to place my fabric on the lining piece. I'm going to lose this joining that I have on the zip allowance area, so in order to be able to cut out my lining. So I'm going to cut out the shape on the lining, and I will join the lining together with my fabric. All right, so before I do that, I am going to mark the center front, so that it will be easier for me when I want to join my trimmings to it. So that is it guys. You can just mark it on the right side as you can see me doing. And in order to be able to get the center front, you can just fold your fabric, your front space into two like this. So you make sure the tip is touching each other, so make sure it is well aligned at the tip. So then you'll be able to know where the center is going to be, and it will be easy for you to mark it down. So you go downward with it, you mark it until you reach the down part. So this is what I have guys. I've added my lining to my fabric, and I gave it a good press. So this is what I have. So the next thing now is to start joining my velvet trimmings to the front. So I'm going to be joining it one by one. So I will start with this color. I am going to stitch it one by one. So I'm going to move gently until I get to this other side as well. So after I'm done with that one, I am going to pick this silver color, and I will do the same thing for, I'm going to join it as well. Then the silver is going to be in two places, and then I'll join the wine color as well. So that is what I'm going to do now. I'll do that and I'll show you what I have. So this is what I have, guys, after joining my trimmings to my neckline. You can see how beautiful it's coming up already. So um after I'm done with that, so the next thing now is that I'm going to join the trimmings together. I'm going to join the four pieces together. So unlike the neckline, I have to join it one by one, but for this other one, I will have to join the four together. So I'm going to make it to stand as one. So after I'm done with that, then I'll going to place it on my fabric. Then I will join it to my fabric as well. So I will go ahead to join the four pieces together, then I'll show you what I have, guys. So this is what I have, guys, after joining the four together. You can see how beautiful it's looking. So the next thing now is to join it to the front area of the dress. So I'm going to be joining it to where I marked on the front side of my dress. So that is it, guys. Okay, the next thing now, remember the 4 inches that I told you to note the other time. So this is the 4 inches I am going to be leaving out, but it is not going to be just 4 inches, because this trimmings is going to run to the back as well. So I'm going to be, I will have to double it, so it is going to be 8 inches. So I'm going to mark where I have my 8 inches. So then I'll pin it down, then I'll start the joining from that place, and it is just as simple as that, guys. So I will advise you to pin it down first, to pin it down from the start, from where you're going to be starting the sewing from. Then you pin it down until you get to the hemming line of the down part, so that it can stay put when you're trying to join it, so it won't be moving around, and it will make it look so neat after joining it to the fabric. So that is it, guys, and just going to follow this line that I marked earlier. So I'm going to follow the line, so I'll make sure that this my velvet remains falls in between the lines. So that is it, guys. You can see me trying to match it, so you can just go ahead to pin it down, so it will be easier for you to join together. All right, this is very easy to make. All you need to do is just to take your time and take notes of all every details when you're making it, and it will come out well. So after I'm done with that, the next thing is that I'm going to place my back on my front, and I'm going to join the shoulders together. So I'm going to join the two shoulders together. So after I'm done with that, this my velvet is also going to be around the sleeve area. So after joining the shoulders together, the sleeve must have been together by then. So I'm going to add this velvet trimmings around the sleeve as well. So I'm going to take this to my machine, then I will do that. So this is what I have, guys, after joining the two shoulders together. So this is what I have. You can see I've joined my velvet trimmings at the neckline, and I've added it to the sleeve area as well. So it is just as simple as that, and we are almost done with the making of this dress. So the next thing now is just to join. I'm going to start sewing from this end, then I'll run the stitch from to this to the side as well with my measurements, of course. I'm going to do that for the two sides, and that is it, guys. So if this tutorial has been helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are seeing this video for the first time, and don't forget to click on the notification bell in order to get notified each time I drop a new video like this. So thank you so much for watching today's tutorial. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.